views and opinions expressed on the show are strictly those of the host and guests and do not reflect the opinions of LAP Productions and its affiliates.
And there we are.
Took a bit, didn't it?
I just want to mess with everybody for a little bit. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday night. It's sit, chat, and laugh with this one. And I don't know. I'll act like I know what I'm doing for a change.
Well, we haven't been on in a while.
No, we haven't been on in quite a
haven't.
while. It's been months.
Yes.
And months. See, I almost forgot to click it back to the chat so we could see what everybody was saying. And if everybody actually even says anything. So anyway, if you guys have been with us in a while or haven't ever been with us, this is Sit, Chat, and Laugh with the Lynches. We are the Lynches, and we used to do a show. We haven't been on for what, 4 or 5 months? 3 or 4 months.
It's been probably a little bit longer than that. It's probably been closer to 6.
Oh, wow. But we did one for about 7.5 years. We did Sit, Chat, and Laugh with the Lynches.
So we needed to take a break.
Yeah, well, she needed to take a break. I think she's tired of talking to my dumb ass.
Yeah, you talk to you all the time.
So she didn't want to talk to me in front of you people because she likes you guys and she don't like me.
True. I love you.
Hey, just because you love me don't mean you have to like me sometimes.
I know.
Let's be honest about that.
I know.
Uh-oh, something didn't work right with the Twitch. Twitch says the title is invalid. Remove it.
That was kind of rude.
We'll leave it right the way it is. So I don't screw nothing up and cancel the broadcast. So, but anyway, it's not working on Twitch. Who cares? Nobody watches over there anyway. But anyway, like I said, we've done a show for about 7.5 years. We decided to take a little bit of a break. With this show, we did start out originally on Z Talk Radio with Scotty Rourke. Was there for quite a while. And hey, Dave, what's happening? And we did it for a little while, just on Facebook Live.
We did
And then we took it over to Paramania Radio. We was there for, hi, Darlene, Mama D, how you doing?
Mama D.
So we went to Paramania Radio for a while and we had a great time over there with those wonderful people over there. And then we went back to Z Talk for a while. Then back to LA, just went to LAP Productions. Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
And then we went back to LAP Productions. Now is where we were at for the last time. And like I said, we took a little break because Teresa got tired of talking to me every night, I think. And see, I only got her name up there. I didn't put mine up there. I know who the star of the show is.
They know who the mouth is.
Well, yeah, that's not nobody's going to argue with that one bit.
No.
I am the mouth. I get that, but you're still the star. Saying that I'm the mouth does not make you any less of the star.
They know you.
They know you. They don't want to know me, but they have to know me. Because they like you, they have to put up with me. So, what have you been doing? I mean, where have we been gone?
We've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
All this Corona bullshit came on.
Whoa! She already started on the bullshit.
So,
She's already dropped the bullshit card.
well, that's what it is. I'm so tired.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. And that's one of the main reasons that I'm so tired of the Corona bullshit is because I can't see my best friend Tina. And that's bullshit.
Starts like that little kid on the TikTok. That's some bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's right. I hate it.
Well, I don't think anybody likes it. I mean, and we're not saying anything.
It's very inconvenient.
Yeah, we're not saying anything that it's a very serious situation for people who contract it. It is very, very serious. It can be very fatal for people who contract it and people that are at risk.
Hi, Shauna.
What's going on, Shauna? And we have absolutely utmost respect for that, but it has hampered everybody else's lives completely.
See, Tina agrees it's bullshit.
Yes, but it's bullshit that we can't see each other, that we can't spend time together, that she can't cross the border, even if it wasn't for Corona, we still can't cross the border because Teresa still hasn't got her.
Well, I was going to get it. And then Corona hit, and we couldn't do it anyway. So.
Is that macarona or macarona? Macarona?
Bullshit, Corona. How's that?
And it's just this restricted a whole lot of things. Now, things have been lightened up here in Ohio. We got some numbers spiking again, blah, blah, blah. But they've opened up restaurants and stuff to full capacity.
They're allowed to do full capacity now.
So, and they're saying the new spike.
We can still do carry out of 2 drinks per person.
Oh, they're going to keep doing that.
Yeah, they're good. That's what I said. We can still do that.
If you get food to go, you're allowed to take
permanent.
2 cocktails per order.
So if we went to Veracruz, our favorite Mexican restaurant.
What's happening, Jody?
And we each got a meal.
I'm going to say you dropped Veracruz in there. And we are not sponsored by Veracruz.
I could get 4 margaritas.
Yeah, because I won't drink them.
I know.
I like margaritas.
4.
Free food drinks. What's happening, Ashley? How you doing?
Hi, Ashley.
So, but yeah, it's just with everything going on. This year's been an absolute drop in the bucket for everybody as far as what we're used to doing. The podcast and stuff, we kind of cut back on that because we weren't traveling. Because that's normally what we talked about.
Anybody that's in the paranormal, it's hampered a lot of stuff going on,
especially with events.
Yes,
all of our events this year, for like everybody's events got canceled this year, and that's absolutely just.
Go ahead and say it.
It sucks. It's absolutely pissed me off in that aspect not because I understand why, but I miss my friends. I miss the paranormal friends. I miss the paranormal conventions. I miss getting together with everybody and talking to everybody. We was actually going with LEP was actually booked in with some cryptid conventions this year also. They got canceled and stuff. So we were turning the direction of doing a lot more, getting that more out there to talk with more people about more things. And it just kind of, you're not allowed to play. And you know what's funny? This is probably the most I've ever been grounded in my life.
Oh no, Mama D.
What's up, Austin? Good. I do too, Shauna. I miss
Hi,
people.
Austin.
I do. I absolutely miss people. I miss
people other than my immediate family. I mean, you see them all the
that's
time.
why we cancel the show. She's sick of shit of me.
You get sick of seeing them all the time.
That's why she canceled the show. She got sick of talking to me. What's going on, Tony?
Yeah, it's knocked everybody hard.
Yeah,
I mean, part of our team is in Canada, so we can't do anything.
Hi, Tina. How you doing?
Hi, Tina.
So, but it's been absolutely brutal on everybody, and I get that, and it's my parents tried their best to ground me when I was a kid. They didn't get me nowhere near as well as the federal government's got me this year, and the state, not the feds actually. I should have I said that wrong.
I was going to say it's your state government.
Yeah, the feds had. Hey, what's up,
hey,
Dave? Speaking of the Paranormal Mystery Crew, there's another one of them popping in here, but and it's not really the feds stopped it from international travel and things like that,
right?
But all your local things doing and everything going in your state has nothing to do with the federal government, Democrat, Republican, or whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with them. That's all your governor.
It makes them drop off, doesn't it, Rama D?
I don't see the problem with that. We got to go tequila time. Oh, but yeah, it's really put a crimp in a lot of things, and it's created a lot of different ways of doing things. Mama D's one introduced us to what we're using now, StreamYard. If it wasn't for her, we would have never got access to that. And it's changed the dynamics of how we actually get to interact with people. Zoom has become I love StreamYard. I absolutely love it. It's the best thing she's ever told me about. Well, no, not the best thing, but it's one of the coolest things she's ever told me about. Right. So, but it's absolutely fun to use. It's easy to use. See, but you know what? This has been a great lesson in patience and gratitude.
All right, Tina, you had to throw the positive spin on there.
Hey, Jax, what's happening?
That's another one of my northern family that I miss.
Yep. Yeah, and it's I plead the fifth. I love it. And it's taught some people patience and gratitude. It's not me. I've been good on a lot of aspects of this, but I've also been bad. He doesn't like to wear a mask, but no, let me finish. I don't like to wear a mask. I'm agreeing with you 1,000%.
Nobody likes to wear them.
No, I know people that do.
If really,
they say they probably will not ever stop wearing one around people because they feel healthier and more secure.
Well, each to their own, I guess.
Absolutely,
but the thing is,
gotta have it.
You know, I can't get over the fact that
Jax, we miss you too.
That people have to be told to wash their freaking hands.
As adults.
As an adult. As a grown adult, you have to be told to wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. You know, if you're sick, don't go out unless you absolutely have to. You know, if you're sick, you can't go to work. They don't want you there. But yet you get in trouble for going to work and calling off. So...
Me too, Tina. I wear the neck gaiters. Those are the absolutely only way I can handle them. And those don't bother me at all. They really don't. That's not bothering me one bit. See, I'm at 10 Jacks this year. I'm getting closer to y'all.
That's right.
I wish so bad. Teresa gets her daggone passport and they lift this stuff. Y'all know that I'm shipping her up there for about a week, maybe 2. I'm serious. I'm just going to ship her up there. I'm going to put her in her car, pack up all her shit, point her north up 75 and say, go find Tina.
To get there.
go find Tina.
I can do that.
Just once you cross the bridge, just start hollering, Tina!
I
Jax!
cross the. Tina's the only one that's probably going to get this. I cross the bridge. I turn right and I look for the blue light. Right, Tina?
Wow. Wow.
So
That the blue light special.
right.
And for a change, I'm not it. I'm not the one on clearance. So but it's been real hampering. But I've got to admit though, thanks to things like StreamYard, Zoom, and things like that, it's gave us that interaction that we didn't have before. Absolutely.
Oh, Jax is only 5 minutes from the bridge. Jax, I'll pick you up and then we'll head further south.
Jody gets it too. Don't go into the light, Dave said.
She says she'd hear me if I yell.
Oh, wow. Look at all these northern people up here. And me and Tina got in a huge discussion about that one time. Well, not huge. It was pretty short-lived because I had her. I was right, technically, but I was also wrong.
Ooh.
Within the time I told her that they were nothing but Americans.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're not Americans. We're Canadians.
We're Canadians.
No, you're Americans. You're North Americans. You're on the same continent. You're just not United States of Americans. You're Canadian North Americans. We're United States of America North Americans, but we're all North Americans.
Bye, Mama D. Thank you.
Dinner. I'm on my way.
I made you dinner tonight.
I know you've made wonderful dinner since you've been off with your knee surgery. She had knee replacement surgery for all those that don't know. She's doing a lot better, but I'm getting spoiled because I'm coming home to cook meals and shit like that. And somebody greet me home when I come, because usually I get off work before her and I come home because I go in so early. I get my 12 hours done. I come home and I'm usually here before. See, I have a feeling that it's going to get better in 2021. It had better get better in 2021. And some of my people, I'm not starting ship. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are.
That's Tuesday night that I stirred the pot.
Yeah, but you stirred nowhere. Okay. No matter where you're at.
But you didn't give me time to finish. Okay. On Tuesday nights, I stirred the pot. Tonight, I'm stirring the shit. Stir some shit up. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? So, but it's. I like how people are saying that there will be a miracle cure one way or the other after November 4th.
Yeah.
I hope to God not. I truly do. If all of a sudden after the election,
it clears up.
If a lot of restrictions are cleared away quickly, it will undermine any other opportunity in the future for this to happen again. There will be so much rebellion about it, and I do think that some of the measures have helped. I do think some. I don't think that all have, because you can't convince me that if you and I have a grocery, we have to shut our doors and go out of business because we can't shut down for 3 or 4 months. But yet a national chain needs to stay open and they don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And instead of 2 or 3 people who come through my store, keeping my store in business, all my business goes to the big chain and they get even more business. And they cut hours. They work 24 hours a day. They went down to like 16-hour days.
Yeah. And
they trimmed the people that would shop through the night into where the people during the daytime was at. So you made more
people into the shorter area,
into a shorter time frame and a tighter proximity of one another, making people come more in contact with one another. A lot of that absolutely does not make sense to me, and you cannot explain that to me. You cannot explain to me why Kroger's and Walmart and all these places can stay open because they have a grocery, but my mom and pop grocery has to close, and I end up losing my family business and stuff over this.
Dave just says, latest news, the vaccine takes away the symptoms, but you still have the virus.
Absolutely. And
so you'll have it and not know that you have it.
We have vaccines for all these different flus, and flus are viruses. There is absolutely, you can look it up through the CDC, through anything you want to, any kind of medical thing out there. You can look it up anywhere you want. There is absolutely no cure for any viral infection, period. Even the flu shot does not vaccine, which is a flu vaccine, doesn't cure it. It just lowers your chances of getting it and the length of time that you have it and your symptoms.
If you do get it, because I get the flu every year. You can still get it. I get it every year. I have asthma, so I'm susceptible to it. Every year I get my flu shot.
So do I.
But my flu isn't nearly as bad as what it would be had I not gotten the flu shot.
It'll lessen your infection. It'll lessen your
Yeah.
time of you being sick, and it'll lessen the severity of your symptoms. But you can still get it. You can still get sick from it. The bubonic plague is still out there. They call it now. A lot of people got into a big discussion about this. Like, oh no, I looked up. They said it's eradicated. Well, they better read the fine print. For the CDC and the WHO for of them to say that a vaccine is eradicated means this: less than 1% of the human population on the planet may have it. That to them is eradicated.
What it wasn't the bubonic plague that has gotten another rise
Yeah, they were
here
talking
recently.
about, and also several others that are coming back around because that's what they do. They're a virus. They do mutate, and until they do mutate, they will be continuously be contagious to people. And every flu gets a new strand because and it mutates and stuff. That's what they do. They're viruses. That's
Well, and like they make the flu vaccine. They say, okay, we think that this year, this one's going to come in, and this one's going to come in, and this one's going to come in. So we'll just make the vaccine for those.
They are predicting that it's going to be a lighter
this
season.
one and this one and this one come in and hit hard because the vaccine doesn't do anything for them. They just take it. I think they put them up on a dartboard and throw darts to see which one they're going to make.
Well, but they run in a cycle and they follow this. This is no people follow this. What's that, Mr. Tincher? People follow the flu and the professionals that what do they call those people that follow epidemics on that stuff?
Epidemiologists.
Yeah, one of them big.
I know you couldn't say.
There's one of them big $5 words. You know, I ain't gonna say them germ chasers. If we can be Ghostbusters, they can be germ chasers.
There you go.
There you go. I don't give a shit. I said it. It's my word. I'm gonna keep it. But they have people that say this, and it's no different than if you look at like even people with weather, the Farmer's Almanac. They follow the cycles of what's been recorded history of weather patterns, and it follows a pattern. It follows a cycle, so it makes it somewhat predictable of how these things are going to work. We know these things, and that's what kills me is that people have absolutely shut down and went absolutely brain dead over a lot of this stuff with common simple knowledge that we all know. And they turn around and act like, oh, well, no, that's not what we meant. We meant this. And it's
Amen, Dave Misko. He says vaccine makers and weather people get paid whether they're right or they're wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If I was that wrong on my job, like a weather person, I would no longer have my job.
I'm that wrong on my job. I was smart enough to cover it up and not tell my boss.
I work in medical. You can't cover that.
Oh, yeah, I can. Watch me.
Mm-mm.
It's called an incinerator.
Not on the computer.
You don't think I can't crash that computer? Make it look like, make everything go away?
No,
How much you want to bet me?
you couldn't crash it.
How much you want to bet me?
One person cannot crash it.
How much you
You
want to
can
bet
crash your individual.
No. Trust me.
Oh, no.
There's always a way in.
Because you can't get, they have so many firewalls and all that crap.
Betcha. There's always
They
a way
can tell you everything that you have touched.
You or I may not be able to get in, but I guarantee you there's somebody that can because things like that get hacked all the freaking time.
And they're always sending us, because I work for a health network. I work for a hospital, and they are always constantly sending us stuff where people, if you get something that is phishing, the PHISH, then don't answer it. Yes, Shauna, they do. Well, they watch everything you do. And it's ridiculous.
See, even David said I could.
I don't think so. I think you couldn't get in.
See, Miss Cantrell, how are you?
Hi, Charlotte.
Long time since we have seen you.
The walls and ceiling have eyes. Yes, they do. And so do the chairs.
I'm not doubting that. I'm not absolutely doubting that. But I'm telling you right now, there's people out there that can get through those things. You're right. It's not me. I can't. I don't have that brain power on that. I don't. If I got in there, it'd be a complete fluke of accident. And there would be a way to say that whoever built your firewalls is an idiot because a dumbass just got through it.
Right.
But there are people out there that can get through that and not even hardly blink an eye. We know one. We know two. There's another one down in Cincinnati that we know. He is an ethical hacker. That's his job. He gets paid to go in to hack these places to find out where the soft spots are. And
then you fix them.
But if you fix one, you open another. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a perpetual thing that things for this program is what's up? There's my other brother from another mother. That's the other part of Paranormal Mysteries. Finally in the house.
Right.
LEP Productions is all here in prison now.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
I can tell you.
See, there's another one.
I can tell you that since I have been employed with who I'm employed with, they have not had a breach. And I've been employed with them for 14 years.
But I'm telling you right now, you've been employed with them for 14 years. And I seriously, seriously doubt that they haven't had a breach. What I'm going to say is that they've had a minor breach or something like that, then they would never, ever, ever report it. If it doesn't leak X amount of information of people's personal data, they're never going to admit to it. Never. No company would. They have to have a certain percentage, I'd say, of their data to be lost or be corrupted before they would ever, ever, ever say anything publicly, because why in the hell would they? Nobody would trust them again.
That's true.
So if they have a breach, their best thing is to never admit they have a breach unless it creates a problem. See, he writes programs and firewalls. So I guarantee if he writes programs and firewalls,
it's weird
he
to
can
me
get around one.
because with all this Corona stuff going on, a lot of companies have started where people can work from home, and that's all well and good.
I like how those people are agreeing with me.
But when we as schedulers asked if we could work from home back before I got furloughed, the answer was no.
Absolutely not.
Due to HIPAA. But yet they have some of our insurance people working from home and they deal with the same stuff. So I don't know.
Both her boys could do it. One writes programs and firewalls and the other one works at NSA.
Mine's playing a video game.
Ours knows how to play video games.
Right.
Mine don't.
Call of Duty.
So, but it's I guarantee you there's been some breaches. They've been minor and not created a major havoc or a major information loss, and they would never admit it if there was, because, like I said, who would want to trust what their information in? There's a lot of these companies that once they get hacked and stuff, their participation goes way down.
I know, Shauna. None whatsoever.
Well, and I kind of get it.
Shauna knows where I work.
I kind of get it. I mean, if you're working on something and you take a break and I come in here and I can see somebody's personal information, that's illegal as shit.
I have to sign. Everybody else that work from home has to sign a contract stating that my computer is behind. I would turn it off. Nobody can get to it. I can't remember what the other stipulation was. Whenever I went away from my computer, you had to log out completely. Do what?
Wow. If a system sits on the edge of the internet, it gets hit 30,000 times an hour from hackers.
Shauna, are they hiring? She thinks I'm joking.
I know you're not. I absolutely know you're not hiring. You're not joking. So, but it's absolutely amazing to me that people think that this security, our computers at such vulnerable right now. It's amazing. Somebody with a toddler's degree in electronics could probably hack into our shit.
Oh, I'm sure they could.
And I'd be like, damn, that was easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's just our someone got the computer games hardly either, but he has no interest in delving into it further than that.
No.
None.
Please do, Shauna.
So it's just, how do we go all over the map with this? Don't we? This is the way our show always has went.
Our show always goes
unless we have a guest, and I put it out there that if anybody want to come out and talk, and we got nobody bite. Nobody responded to actually come on the show.
That's okay. A lot of people didn't know what it was, so
that's all right. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's just, when we first started it, we couldn't figure out. We knew we were going to do sit, chat, and laugh with the Lynches, but when we first started, we wanted like an intro or something, and the intro that I wanted was like a screen door opening and then slamming.
Didn't know that, Melissa K.
What?
Wright Pat Air Force Base has the #1 cyber tried hacker stuff in the world. I figured between there and Area 51, I'd say people try to hack those two places a lot.
I'm sure they do.
I was going to knock on the door.
They just try to storm Area 51.
Yeah, right. Did you? Oh my God! Here we go. That just clicked something in my pea brain. Did you see that meme that time about 2019, 2020? It showed the top half of the picture. It said 2019. It showed a bunch of people going like, "We're storming Area 51," It showed in 2020. It showed a bunch of people running away, going, "It's a virus." 1 year they're bad enough to try to storm Area 51. The next year, running from a virus.
That's
They're running
funny.
from a germ.
That's funny.
I thought, oh God, that's going to get me in trouble.
Shauna, they came. It was such a huge thing, and I don't think anybody ever actually went there because it was all done as a joke, wasn't it?
No, there's people that showed up.
Did they
Oh,
really? I thought
absolutely.
it was just a joke.
No, it started out as a joke. It started out as a joke big time, but people actually showed up for it.
Dave, you did not give me that warm, fuzzy feeling. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Miss you too, Nick. I can't wait to see you. You better make sure you stop by.
Yeah, when you come home, man, if you got time, stop by and see the old people. We'd appreciate the hell out of it.
Hey, Donnie.
What's up, Donnie? Teresa's getting back with you, man. I've been working.
Oh, yes.
Oh God, I work in Area 52.
What's Area 52?
That's it, right, Pat?
Is it one better than Area 51? You know what? My dad used to work. My dad did construction, and he used to do stuff. He was a contractor, so occasionally they would go out to Wright Pat to do ceilings or drywall or stuff. And he said at one point in time they were working in an area, and everywhere that they went, if they went from point A to point B to go get equipment, tools, whatever, go to the bathroom, lunchtime, everywhere they went from this one area that they were at, they had to have a bell ringer with them. And this bell ringer would go so many feet ahead of them and start ringing the bell. And as they walked through, he said that every desk was completely cleared of paper, nothing on it whatsoever. And the people were just sitting there. Then they'd go through there, and I'm sure they got their stuff back out, but they never saw one piece of paper, not anything on there.
Oh, wow. He's the one that saw the creepy thing as a child.
Okay.
See, I want to know more about Area 52. I mean, if it's here, right, Pat, can I knock on the door and ask if I can come in and see the aliens?
No.
They won't let me see them?
No.
I won't.
They would probably let you see the inside of a cell.
I've seen those before. That's not impressive. I want to see an alien.
No, won't work.
I've seen the inside of a cell before. That's not impressive.
That right, Pat?
No, not right, Pat.
Military cell?
Trust me, they all look the same. If you've been in one jail cell, you've seen them all. What's going on, Stephen? What's happening? But they're all about the same. They all either solid walls and concrete walls, or they got solid walls with a bars on one side. It really doesn't matter. They're still confinement and they still suck.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know either. I was told about it.
Yeah, but lock up your phones. Dad said that he asked. He asked somebody, and they said, this was. I was a little girl when he was doing this, but he said that they were under the thing back then was that if somebody knew that you worked at Wright Pat and you went through a certain area, that the enemy could take you, put you under hypnosis, and you would know every single thing that you had saw. You could tell them what every line of a piece of paper said. Your
subconscious mind stores everything. Everything that you see, hear, smell, taste, touch, everything.
Worried about. They were so worried about that, so they didn't want to take any chances. So as you're walking through, they had nothing out on the.
So now, basically, the enemy's going to find out that I went through this area. They're not going to believe me that I didn't see anything, so they're going to torture the shit out of me anyways, when I really don't know nothing.
Right.
Great. So now I'm going to get tortured for nothing.
Yep.
Sounds like a normal Saturday with you.
Pretty much.
Waiting for the brace for the impact.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, honey.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. It's funny though. Don't hit me in the head. You might knock something in place.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make those two brain cells connect.
No. But it's been kind of fun though, living here close to Wright Pat all of our lives. How many times have you actually been to Wright Pat? For those of you guys that don't know, we're talking about the Wright Pat Air Force Base here in Dayton, Ohio, actually Fairborn, Ohio. But it's absolutely one of the amazing locations.
I used to live in Fairborn. So I went to Wright Pat several times. My grandfather was a chief master sergeant there. I went on base. You ask. I answered.
I know all these things though. I just want to see how cocky and smart she's going to be about. Like, I've been tons of times. How many times you been? Twice.
I had been tons of times. I didn't say I had
Oh.
been tons of times.
I know when the people start Project Blue Book.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I know. I read a book once.
Was it blue?
No,
I didn't think
couldn't
so.
tell you what color it was. It was a long time ago.
It had lots of words on it.
I know.
You didn't like it.
David Kiefer's new book's got a blue cover onto it.
You're so funny.
What? It does.
Chief Master Sergeant. But you know what, Melissa? He actually retired when I was 3 down in, he was in Texas. And then they moved up to Fairborn again after he retired. He was here when he was in the military. He retired from Texas. Then they moved up here to be closer to us. And he still got on base because he was retired. And he was high ranking. So
time I come around, he's been back in Texas again.
Yeah. They liked it in Texas.
I don't think they liked me.
It was hot as hell.
And bless her grandfather. It was a great man. He really was. And we all called him Chief. I called him Chief. But later on, once we got together and stuff, he was,
my grandfather had brain cancer.
Well,
he had lung cancer that metastasized to brain cancer. And nobody really knew it at the time.
What's happening, Margaret?
So my papa was convinced that my husband's name was Mark.
No.
And Mark did all kinds of stupid shit.
That's not
and
exactly
got in
true.
all kinds of trouble.
That's not how it went down.
Papa didn't like him, but he liked Jay.
Whenever I got him mad,
that's right.
He would forget my name
and call you Mark.
And we didn't realize it was his brain cancer causing that to happen. And he would call me Mark. And then whenever I done something that pissed him off, it was always that Mark was a dumbass and Mark this and Mark is an idiot. And he don't know why Teresa sees in that Mark because he's an idiot and he's just causing all kinds of problems and blah, 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 blah. Just cussed that Mark to pieces. But when he was okay, he knew my name and recognized everything else, and he loved me. So whenever he'd get mad stuff, and he'd be like, "God damn, Mark!" And Teresa and her mom or grandmother would be like,
"What? Who?
She's not dating by name." I'm like, "Yes, she is," and Mark's an asshole. Leave me alone.
And you know what's funny is that even growing up, I never dated a Mark.
But I
never even dated a Mark, so I don't know where it came from.
I don't either, but I loved it because Mark got in all the heat and all the trouble that I created. So that was absolutely wonderful for me because, I never got in trouble that much.
No, you didn't. You were the good one. Oh, you were the good one.
Many times. See, I've only been here lived here all my life. I've only been on the Wright Pat Air Force Base maybe 3 times my entire life.
Really?
Yep. 52 years. See?
And we also live by Miamisburg Mound.
Now there I've been a lot of times.
And that was supposedly they did a lot of nuclear stuff, right, Jay?
Yep.
Okay.
What's happening, Adrian?
Hi, Adrian. And they would clear out certain areas. Like overnight, they would clear out. They had a pond there that was green.
They had, I forget how many stories that went underground. They sealed off a bunch of them.
I worked there.
Here we go. See, I told you, David Kiefer's book has a blue cover in A Born Paranormal, A Liar Story.
Okay.
I told you. I knew a book that had a blue cover.
I'm impressed. I'm
sorry, Dave. I haven't read it yet, but maybe because I haven't ordered my copy yet. Sorry about that. But it's a cool book. He's a great guy.
Hi, Lindsay.
Oh, hey, man, we're in trouble now.
I know.
Both Lindsay and
Donnie are in here.
Yeah, I know. Donnie and
yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I know. Teresa did it.
They know better. Everybody in that chat knows better. You got me distracted on what I was saying.
I was talking about the green pond.
Oh yeah. The pond would be like a lime green. It was gross.
It was a neon lime green. It
Yeah,
would
a
glow.
slime. Yeah, it was really nasty.
You never
And-
heard of Miamisburg Mound? Here in Miamisburg, Ohio, it's right. Well, it's actually across from it was Monsanto Mound.
Yeah, it was Monsanto.
Now it's the Mound Industrial Park,
Mhm.
right across from the actual Indian burial ground.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not a burial ground.
It's in I want to say the Mound Builders.
Even before that. Yep. Even before that.
But anyway, with the pond, before you get me distracted again, you could drive by it and see it because it was all nasty green. And the next day you would drive by and it was nothing there. It was kind of neat. Everybody was like, ooh, what are they doing there?
They had tons of stuff going on there, and they denied it for years. They always told everybody in the local communities there was never anything nuclear there, blah, 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 blah. And deny, just like our lovely government does, because they think we're too stupid to understand that we might riot and try to, jump the fence or something like that to get we can glow green too. But
I know we were all, as growing up, we were kind of worried if anything ever big happened because we lived by Wright Pat. And if they hit Wright Pat, it would be a big enough blast.
They said that,
and the mound.
Well, they said that Miamisburg Mound, with the mound facility, Wright Pat was definitely on the grid. And there's you got GE down here in Cincinnati was building aircraft and stuff. The aircraft building. And there's a couple of things down in Cincinnati. Basically, the Miami Valley or Cincinnati corridor was going to be pretty much. We were told several times all of our lives we were on your guys one of the first places going to be hit along with the big major cities. It's like we're not a major city. It's like, but you got a lot of stuff there. Plus, so it's like, well, good to know.
Yep.
I had a friend of mine. His mom and dad owned a huge, about 200 some acres, almost 300 acres across from Miamisburg Mound. And we always said that if something happened, we was going to meet on top of the hill overlooking where we could see the mound and just on top of our hoods of our car with a cold beer and watch the rockets come through. You ain't going to beat it anyway. You can't outdrive it. You're not getting far enough away. So might as well just go set as close to the epicenter as you can and say, bye, bitches. Bottoms up.
You and your friends were so warped.
We're still warped.
That's true.
There's not somewhat warped.
But you know what? I'm seeing a common denominator.
No, my friends now are civilized.
You and your friends then were warped, and you and your friends now. So the common denominator,
Jason,
is you.
Just to call you guys warped, man.
Well, yeah. Look at the shit you guys were eating Saturday night.
That was Jason's fault.
You were still eating it.
Yes, I did. And I did not cry.
I was impressed that you did not cry. I'm not so
How
sure.
many people's ever seen me cry in my lifetime?
I'm not so sure that the sweat that was coming down.
No. I didn't even break a sweat. How many people in my lifetime's actually seen me cry?
I know.
I can count them on one hand.
I know.
It's not because I'm a tough guy either. I normally deal with everything by laughing about it. I find a sense of humor to it, and it twists it around to where it amuses me in some way. Or I remember with my dad when he passed away and stuff, I started thinking about the good things that we did and all the fun things we did and focused on that and not the other. So
warped is a good thing.
I don't handle emotions well. I've always been shitty
you
at
don't.
it. No, I've never been good at handling emotional shit. I'm terrible at it. I'd rather just come kick my ass.
No, you don't handle emotions very well.
No.
You're better now than you were.
Yeah, Tina, warped is a good thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with warped.
Hi, Jamie.
What's up, Jamie? But yeah, I've never been one to handle emotional stuff. I've always, I'm the guy that when we show up at family and there's a death in the family or something like that, we show up at the viewing and things like that. Everybody's like, well, hey man, I'm so upset, make me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't want to laugh right now. I don't want to laugh right now. Right now, I'm supposed to be serious. No. Tell us some stories about what you guys used to do. I don't want to do that. But I always end up having to do it.
Yeah. Great.
Here comes the entertainment. There comes that jackass. He'll say something stupid. See, I agree with Tina 100%. Warped is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it's not cruel and mean. And it's funny.
You guys are always funny.
Jason's the funny one.
All you have to do to get Jason going. I was laughing so hard Saturday night.
Oh, we're not going to go there.
I thought I was going to pee my pants.
Oh, we're not going to go there. Well, first off, what did we do Saturday night?
Oh, Saturday night we had the best time. We went to Camp Maikonda and gave out candy for the Boy Scouts. They had, or with the Boy Scouts, I should
Yeah, we
say.
did it for them. We worked with
They
them.
had people could they paid $5 to come up there, and each
I
cabin.
have no idea.
I think it was something minimal, but each cabin gave out candy. It's a campground, and we had a cabin, and Bodine was there, and he was actually, they did a scavenger hunt, and Bodine was actually one of the things that they had to find. So Bodine got lots of pictures, and I'm sure they're all over the internet.
You know what? He's a little attention whore.
Yeah,
He ate that shit up.
he was. I was standing out there with him for a little bit, and I couldn't keep up with him. And he was like playing hide and seek with the kids and hiding behind trees. And he even did a dance off with a little boy, which was really funny.
He's a little attention whore.
You missed that one.
Some of us have to work. We don't always get to play.
Well, I'm sorry. You at that point when I was standing out there with
Lindsay, it was amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
And Jason is one who hooks that up for us every year. It's amazing to be able to do things like that and give back to the community. It was absolutely a wonderful time.
Because he wants to be seen.
Yeah, Bodine is an attention whore. Now you understand.
Yeah,
That's why he is an absolute attention whore. He's been getting ballsier since everybody was in lockdown for a long time with the whole COVID thing and things and quarantine. Let's not say lockdown. Let's not make it a negative incantation. Lockdown, quarantine, lockdown. He's got absolutely ballsier than hell.
Yes,
He's venturing out more and more. He's been in a lot more sightings and doing a lot more things. There's so much more coming up there.
He doesn't want to be.
No,
he doesn't want to be quarantined.
No, and y'all seen when he. I did see that one time because here's Bodine, supposed to be a Bigfoot. You know, he's the littlest Bigfoot that we've ever seen. And he's standing there, and all of a sudden, there's a guy like 6'2", 6'3" can walk up. Bodine was trying to stand up behind him, trying to sneak up behind him. He kept one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, oh, God. And the guy turned, he looked like he wasn't doing nothing. He was a little smart ass.
That must have been when you were taking care of him.
Yeah, now, you know.
I did see he wanted... They kept coming around.
Not that I would encourage him to do something silly.
The Rangers kept coming around on like John Deere Gators and side by sides, making sure everything was okay. Did you need anything? And da 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 da. And Bodine did everything but get down on his hands and knees and beg for a ride.
And they would never give him one. I heard.
I saw that several times. They would not let Bodine ride.
But when I was out there, they didn't even acknowledge him that he was even trying to get a ride. It's like totally ignored him completely.
Well, that's funny.
I mean, he's sitting there going, you could tell he's trying to steer.
Looks like he's milking a cow.
How would your city ass know anything about that?
I've milked a cow.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I milked at Squeezers.
Ouch!
Don't be a dick.
Well, you're the one that said it. Did you milk a bull too?
No.
Milk at Squeezer?
I know better than that one.
He was. Most Bigfoot are, but I tell you what, since and they're all coming out. You got Bodine the Bigfoot. You got Sasquatch. Have you seen him?
I have.
He's got a Facebook page.
He does.
Sasquatch is amazing.
No, we were at Camp Maikonda up in Toledo. Donna. But we had a lot of fun. You know, one of the crazy things that was going on. At one point, Tanya and I, Jason's wife, were inside when Jason was outside with Bodine, and you were out there with Bodine. Tanya and I were inside, and we had like equipment on the table just for display to show some of the kids. And we had them turned, they had the equipment turned on, like the K2s and the REM pods and stuff. And at one point, the REM pod, which Jason's REM pod rarely goes off anyway, so we get all excited when it goes off. And the REM pod went off to the yellow, and the K2 next to it went off to red, and then the K2 just a little bit down from that went to like, I want to say yellow. on that one.
We'll be back there doing some things in the summer with them.
There were a lot of they kept flickering, and there was nobody near them. So there was no reason for cell phone interference or anything like that.
No, we were out.
We did have a big heater in there, but you had to walk up and lay the K2 right on it to get it to move.
Yeah, but that was like 10, 15 feet away from where you guys were setting stuff at. And for you guys who don't know what we're talking about,
pretty cool.
It's Sasquatch. It's a saxophone playing Sasquatch, of course, riding his unicorn. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, you need to, because he's and just just go say hi. But he puts on some concerts every once in a while. You can see some videos on there. He does 30, 40-minute little shows. He's sitting out in the woods with a little bonfire going, playing the saxophone. If you guys haven't went and checked him out, go check him out, man. He's funny because it's absolutely hysterical.
Whenever he goes on vacation, they post pictures wherever he goes.
So you got the one Bigfoot on Instagram too that Bodine and me follow.
Tina, I think we can get Bodine to get you a picture. So we'll get a picture from him.
There's
so many from this weekend. There was even one that I took with Bodine.
We don't have them.
I took one of Bodine this weekend.
Well, yeah, that's on my phone. Where he's with the president.
Yeah, he was with the president. Hi, Katie.
What's happening, Katie?
One of the little kids.
Oh no, that was the real president.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Bodine's so much bigger than him.
Right.
It probably
won't
show
up.
No, it won't. A little bit.
Oh, look, there it goes.
There was Bodine with the president. He was having a little bit of a presidential time, thinking he was. I told you he's become a little galabout. He's wanting to get out more. And with that said, we gotta say that we gotta bring that up too. Man, I clicked the wrong button. I quit staring at the screen. We got that starting up again too. Squatch GQ magazine.
Oh, that's right.
Bodine will be with them. Squatch GQ magazine. They're starting back up in February.
Yep.
So that's going to be a great time again. Can't wait to do all these things. Get to working with these stuffings again. I can't. Like I said earlier, I miss people. I'm ready to go out and do things. I'm ready to go out and see things. We're ready to go investigating. I want to get people together to go do some cryptid things. We got tons of things I want to get done, and that we've all want to get done.
He's putting on his winter fur. He was quite hairy.
He's always hairy.
He's getting, but it's a little bit thicker now. Like, I guess it's the winter fur.
Still talking about his hair.
Yes.
Brace for impact. Oh, why do you always gotta hit me in the head? You're gonna make me smarter one of these days.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm ready. And Lindsay, like I said, we told Donnie that Teresa's going to get back with you guys later. Been busy this weekend with being out of town. It's not we guys ignoring you guys with that. And if you guys don't know Lindsay and Donnie with Weird Weekends, go check them out on Facebook. Also, They do some great things, and absolutely amazing things where you can get together and go investigate. They got equipment that you can use if you don't have your own. They work with you. Just great people. We love them to death, and they're
a lot of fun.
We've got to work with them a couple times, and I hope to God we're going to do it more in the future.
We were with them when we went down to Sweet Springs, West Virginia.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, Mallory. Uh-oh. Start braiding that shit. You see Bo D with some cornrows down his back?
It's possible. Adrian, you're not that far from us. We could come investigate your house.
We are. We're going to get together with her.
Set that up.
Yep, we got to. And there's a couple other places we got to get together with too, because actually we've been kind of slow with what we've been doing with our normal group, Hindsight Paranormal. We've been anything with Paranormal Mysteries, which is great.
Not a lot of people are wanting people to come into
their homes. So, but there's still some cases. We do have a couple cases that we're well, I'm talking about here locally with some residentials that they've contacted me and stuff, but the ones that we have contacted, once we got talking with them a little bit more, it wasn't it wasn't the case.
But we didn't even go. It was just like a phone interview type thing.
Yeah. And it was the phone interview was enough to find out what was really going on. So, but it was there's one of them though that
I can't wait, Lindsay.
Oh, I know. We got to do a lot more things and stuff. We are going to be doing stuff with them here soon, but that's not a open thing to the public where anybody else can just.
But that's a location.
But you
that
need
I'm
to go
excited
to Weird
about.
Weekends Facebook page or whatever, or go to their webpage and stuff, and find out all the things they got going on, all the events they
Katie,
do have
what's in
coming up.
North Dakota?
There's snow.
I don't.
I want to go to North Dakota anyway. I want to go to the
don't want
Badlands.
snow. I don't want snow.
Yeah, we've been invited out to Iowa, and we are going to go.
And they've got snow now.
Yeah,
so
they just got snow this weekend, so we're going to be going there after the snow season's over with. Spring or summer, we'll go maybe early fall, but we get enough snow here in Ohio. We actually don't get as much as anybody else does around us, it seems like, and I don't want to keep it that way. We've actually seen days where here in Ohio, where we're at in Southern Ohio, Cincinnati and lower has got more snow than what it did here in Dayton area.
It did.
70 and higher got a lot of snow. Cincinnati got a lot of snow. And us right here in the middle between the two didn't hardly get shit. So I like it that way.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll go anywhere. I'll go anywhere anybody wants to go. I don't care. I swear I made that shirt and Jason printed it up for me and he's got them. You guys can get your. Oh, look, here's one now. My favorite shirt. My favorite shirt. I'll go anywhere. I am the paranormal crash test dummy. Actually, there's a whole bunch of us. So if you want one too, though, just contact Jason Arthur or me.
Oh, that's cool, Katie. She says there's a monument out in North Dakota and a town that she was contacted about.
There are Badlands in Kentucky. Let's go. I know you got a lot of cryptids down there too. That's something else I want to get out of with people doing more cryptids adventures. I started out hitting it real hard a couple years ago. We picked up really busy with paranormal mysteries. It's been great, and we're doing good. We still got some episodes in the can, but I'm ready to get some. I know Jason is too. It was an honor to print it for you. He's the man. I'm telling you right now, y'all. If it wasn't for him and Teresa, I'd be a clusterfuck. I ain't gonna lie about it. They keep everything organized.
That does not mean
they're the complete brains of this outfit.
Wagon and becomes a clusterfuck. That it's our fault.
No,
okay?
I stay that way. You guys you both have the ability to keep things reined in tight and kind of keep me focused. Because if not, it'd be absolute chaos all the time. That's all there is to it. It's just the honest truth about it. Don't go over there. There's rattlesnakes. Can I catch one? Absolutely, Tina. When they open up the borders, we'll get him down here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cryptids up that way. Absolutely, a lot of cryptids up that way. Michigan and Michigan and Northern Ohio and stuff. There's tons of them up here. Shoot, I just forgot her name. we was going to fill the Nain Rouge with her. Yeah, you too.
We had a.
But she's written a book. I can't remember the name of the book. Look, you guys keep talking to him so I can look at the book.
I'm trying to remember. She was at Jason. She was at
Jason is exactly who I'm talking about. She's also and she also is an author for Squatch GQ magazine. She writes an article there. I can see her
face.
Oh, I can too. My mind's just blanking shit right now. And by the way, for those of you that asked about it, I was eating all that hot stuff Saturday night. If you watched the video, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a lot of laughs of it. We did. We enjoyed the shit out of it. Yes, the ghost pepper beef jerky that Jason surprised me with burnt like hell. But I got to admit, Chateau Noir.
Thank you.
Wonderful lady. She's written a book about there's all kinds that she's written around Northern Ohio and Michigan and stuff that has all kinds of cryptids up that way.
Yes.
Way more than what I ever knew about. So those things right there, the cryptids and the urban legends is something I'm really wanting to get more into and hit hard again. Because it was, thank you. Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. She is. And I'm so sorry, Shatan. You can be mad at me. I'm absolute dipshit mode right now. So I apologize.
I could not remember. I can see her face.
Oh, so can
I.
And she's wrote such a great.
I know it started with an S, but that's all I could remember.
But there's some projects that Jason and I were going to be working with her this year, filming some of the things that she's written about till all this crap hit.
Right.
Do you know how many filming projects we had going?
Well, the one that you guys were going to go up to the parade about was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're not going to talk a lot about that because we're going to still try to slip it in next year. We're going to see how things progress after November 4th.
Okay.
But yeah, but Shatan is such a sweet lady. Got such cool stuff. Yeah. So it's going to be absolutely amazing to get to some of those things. Have you ever thought about Dogman? Tina, yeah, because believe it or not, I'm one of the founding members of the North American Dogman Project. I was the tracker. I still am the tracker for the Dog Boys, the research team for them with Jody Cook and Dave Jones and a couple others. I've not been active with them in a couple of years because, like I said, with
We've been
things,
so busy.
yeah, with things with Paranormal Mysteries has been such a blessing, such a great thing. And Jason really got involved and kicked things with it. We finally got the right people, and then Tina got involved. It
took us a while to get the right people, and when we did, it just
lit up. And then Dave, Brian got involved, and he brought in Dave with his wonderful skills and stuff, and it blew up. It just when all the 5 of us got together. What's 5? 6. I can't count. I didn't take my shoes off.
It's okay. It's okay.
But anyway, when everybody with the Paranormal Mysteries team, actually, we got the team together with the 6 of us. It meshed in so well, and it just clicked, and we ran with it. We've got Jason's, he's still got his team, LEP Paranormal, and they've not been doing a whole lot of things because we've been focused so much on this. And Tina's still got PO3. Luckily, with the border being shut down on that side, it's been a blessing for her because she's got to do more with her team because she was traveling so much with us. Her home team was getting kind of neglected, in my opinion, and that's not what we want to do. So, but it's been a blessing for us all that the way Paranormal Mysteries has taken off.
Oh, cool!
I was touched on the same room. What?
That you were.
Oh wow! So somebody touched my effing head, and we're going to talk about that Tuesday night. I want to talk about that. Another filming project.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, that's cooler than shit. I'm glad someone else has got documentation of being touched in there. And was you at the end? Well, I was at the end towards the front of the building. You guys were down towards the back end of the building where everybody comes in and out of.
Right.
I was at the end of the room, at the front end of the room, right in that very corner, right inside the doorway. You come in the door, went straight to the right.
There's 2 doors going into that room. You were at the door that's closest to the bunkhouses. No, you were at the door farthest away from the bunkhouses.
I was at the corner. I was at the end, farthest away from the bunkhouses. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, no, Tim. We talk about dog. Maybe we talk about several things, and because she's big time into the cryptids too.
Yes, Katie, it did.
It touched, and actually, yeah, it was kind of like up here on the top back of my head.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it laid its hand on my head. Like it was almost like a parent or a grandparent that came in the room and like patted a child's head, except for them to come into the room, they would have had to walk through that cinder block wall. Hi, what's up, Tessa? How you doing? So it was absolutely a first time that I ever actually had physical contact. So it did kind of get me out. And the first time I ever had it without being the first time I had physical contact, period. But it was before I ever even asked for it. Because I always say you can make contact with me. But that night I hadn't said that.
That night you didn't say
we really had no equipment with us. We had no equipment with us. I had my headset on doing live EVPs. And other than that, Rick had the camera. You guys had your pendulums. And you and Callie and Michelle and Rick were doing energy work. And I was sitting back just kind of observing, minding my own business. I was outside the circle. In fact, I was at the opposite end of the room from them. So I was not in their area where they were, I was in the area, but I wasn't in the immediate area where they were doing the energy work and things. So I was backing away from things.
We were like between the 2 doors.
I was just observing and listening and listening very intently on my recorder. And like I said, it was like somebody come up beside me and just kind of like just lay their hand nice and he's on top of my head. Like,
was that
hey,
before or after
hi, little boy.
Was that before or after Chad came up?
Before.
Okay.
Same with you, huh? See, I was initially I wasn't pissed. I was shocked pissed. I was like, holy shit, something just touched my head, and I wasn't expecting it and stuff. But I immediately went back out, looked outside the door and all that stuff and was ready to go. And I'm like, whoever did that, come back and do it again. I beg you, do it. You can hit me, you can kick me, you can push me down, you do whatever you want to. Please make that contact. And it didn't happen again. But it was cool in hell. It
was. That's neat that the same thing happened with Katie. The same room.
That's cool. That's absolutely cooler than hell. David Lowry tells you. Me and him's going to have to wrestle. No, he wore dressed like I did. I ain't doing it.
I was going to say, you're both wrestling in dresses, are you?
Nope. I don't ever have to do that gag again.
Unless you place the bet and you lose.
I'm not making that bet anymore. I've lost that bet. Why would I make the same bet again?
You would. If they said that it goes for the children, you would do it. Tell me I'm wrong. Without lying.
I posted that today. Did you see that post about telling the truth? Like when you ask me if somebody asks me if I answer you, do you want me to be honest? Always answer no to me because I'm going to be honest. If and somebody said always be honest with me. I'm like, well, that's the problem with mine. I'm always honest.
Always.
My honesty. I'm not saying I'm right. It's how I feel about it. It's my opinion, my feelings. But if I look at you and you say, well, give me your honest opinion, I'm like, you really want me to be honest? Basically, what I'm saying is,
Hi, Matthew.
I know for a fact you're not going to like what I'm getting ready to say. So I'm giving you one more chance to not get your feelings hurt. Because if you say, yeah, give me your absolute honest opinion,
You don't want it.
you're going to get it.
That's something you did. Tina, he made a bet at ShadowCon 5 years ago.
No, that is not true. That's not how that happened. It wasn't really a bet. What happened is that we were doing an event, ShadowCon is where it was at. And we were doing, me and Joe Kudo was there eating things. And for every so many money raised, we had to eat something nasty like boiled bull balls and boiled eggs soaked in whiskey, Fireball whiskey.
Oh, you guys had to eat that all anyway.
Yeah, and taking bites out of chicken feet and stuff. But people were donating for us to do it. We started, and all the money went to the Los Angeles Foundation. And after the event was over with, actually not the event, actually after the competition of eating this stuff was done, we was all talking about it. And my couch was, of course, there. And he said something about, yeah, I can't believe you guys did that. There ain't no way. And I said, well, it's not like he's going to cut my fingers off or anything. I'm like, oh, God, I can't believe I said that to Mike. He's got his leg amputated. And I felt horrendous about it. Mike never thought a thing about it. Not one thing about it.
But Jay did.
But I did because I felt terrible. I thought I had absolutely hurt his feelings or was insensitive to him. And I felt terrible. And I was talking with Rob a couple of years, 6 or 7 months later, I was talking with Rob and Terry about it. And I was telling him what had happened and stuff. And I'm like, I feel terrible. You know, Mike probably hates my guts now. I probably thinks I'm just a rude ass. And I don't. I am a rude and I am an ass, but I try not to offend anybody.
He's an ass, but he tries not to be rude about it.
So I felt terrible. And Rob was like, oh, well, you know, well, what Rob didn't tell me about is that till later, he got a hold of Mike, was telling Mike about it. Mike didn't even think a thing about it, forgot all about it. But Rob was like, yeah, you know, he played it up. He's like, yeah, Mike was kind of upset. So, man, I'll do anything. I'll do anything he wants to do to make it up to him and stuff. We'll do something to make more money for the charity and stuff. Rob, and we got talking about him one night on a podcast, and the thing was brought up. Like, well, I bet you won't wear a dress and a pink camouflage. I said, well, I'll wear it. It's got to be pink camouflage. You know, I ain't going to wear it unless it's pink camouflage. And John Tincher, who's in the room here, my brother down in Kentucky, got me a pink camouflage dress, but it was way too small for my fat ass to fit in. I could probably wear it now because I've lost weight. But that time I couldn't even begin to fit in that thing. And ended up when I wore a black dress strap, little spaghetti straps with a pink boa. Well, actually, it was a pink camouflage scarf boa and stuff. And we did a dollar dance. And the bet was put out there then for anybody else who had to guess to do it, to show up and do it. And David Lowery, Jason couldn't make it because he was going to. Jim was going to, but he left us. And so it came down that David Lowery was the only one that showed up. So he showed up and dressed up in a dress and everything else. And we did a dollar dance, and that was the dress that Mr. Tincher got me. Keep trying to block it with my head. It would absolutely not fit for nothing. I still don't think it'll fit. It'll be tighter than Hades.
Spaghetti strap.
It don't even stretch past my shoulders. There's no way in Hades. So that's what happened, Tina. We made a bet and we raised some money again that night. We did the dollar dance, had a great time. There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of photos. There's some videos about it. I did some chair dancing and stuff just because, you know, I'm me.
I just realized that I don't need my headset on because I can hear you fine.
Shut up. I always wear my headset. I don't know how to have it. I don't want to talk to you. But anyway, so it was absolutely a great time. And it was at Ash Bash. Not this past year, the year in 2019 Ash Bash. Yeah. And it took several years before we got it all together, and it went down. But I always say that I don't have to make that bet again. But with Teresa saying that, she's absolutely right. If we were supposed to go, we was going to do it this year at Ash Bash. It was going to be Jason was going to try to make it out, and so was James Holzclaw, and Kevin Steiner from Wabash Paranormal. And we were going to get 5 or 6 guys out there, and we were going to do the whole thing all over again and do a dollar dance with all the money going to Los Angeles Foundation. So doing something like that, humiliating the shit out of myself, will it happen? Absolutely not, unless you're going to raise money for kids or some kind of charity. military, whatever.
Then it
I don't
will
care.
happen.
Then when it comes to doing something for a charity, there's no telling what I will do. It was,
Yes,
Katie. It was a
Katie.
good time. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I did too. I did enjoy wearing the dress. Don't get me wrong, and I don't plan on making that a habit. But
I'm glad to hear that.
But like I said, like Teresa said, like I just said, when it comes to doing something to raise money for a charity, I guarantee you, Jason's the same way. There's not a whole lot that we will not do that if it's going to go to help out a good cause. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's for policemen, for whether it's for military, whether it's for children. It really doesn't matter. We've done charity things for no kill animal shelters to help raise food and money for them. I mean, it doesn't matter. Homeless. We've done a thing to get clothes for the homeless one time.
Yeah.
So
we loaded up.
Yeah.
Completely loaded up.
And that's where we got the ugly sweater right behind Teresa's head. That's my sweatshirt that Robin Terry and his son made for me. We had an ugly sweater competition, and Robin got me the ugliest sweater possible. He got that little dinky sweatshirt I could barely put on, and it's got pictures of me all over the thing. And we had ugly sweaters, and all the sweaters got donated along with the coats. And people brought toiletries and hygiene things and stuff. So
little kits.
Yeah, little kits and things like that.
What was funny is it took me and Jackie Mossberg Hicks. It took the two of us to get that sweatshirt on you.
It took three of us to get it off. I about can't cut it.
I know.
Lindsay, if you say I'm a good guy one more time, we're going to get in trouble because I'm not. I'm trying to make atonement for all the bad shit I used to do.
That was a big word for you, honey.
Atonement? I do know some big words.
I know.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Spell it once, I dare you. Did you see that video the other day of him singing it on Facebook?
Of who's singing? What?
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, yes, I did. He was
like 90-some years old.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there singing that song, 90-some years. I mean, granted, he didn't sing as fast as he used to, and he didn't sing it, but he was still singing the song. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh, thanks, Katie.
It is. We appreciate that. And it's not just our team. People like you guys get involved. You guys have donated so much stuff to help people out and things and do things that you can too. And you got local things that you do with your community and some of the places they investigate. And there's so many people that do that also. They volunteer their time for these places to go investigate and for open investigation nights and things like that. And the proceeds go right back to the building and stuff.
A lot of people do it just to help.
And that's what I was going to say.
But they don't toot their own horns.
No, but that's like everybody's talking about. All you see on the media nowadays is the bad news because that's the only thing people want to talk about. Because the people that are doing good things don't talk about it. They don't. They do it because it's the right thing to do, and they don't do it for recognition. They'll do it for the pat on the back. What?
Good night, Katie. Go see if you can tame him.
Sounds like our son,
right?
Richard Candite.
Richard Van Dyke. That's funny.
That's funnier than hell. Yeah, but Dick Van Dyke was absolutely phenomenal actor. I always enjoyed him. I enjoyed his comedy. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
But to see him do that brought back some extreme childhood memories.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, I'm that damn old.
I wasn't going to say it.
I get told it this weekend.
Because I'm older than you
Look
are.
At that crap. Look at that beard. And somebody said, you need to shave that off, man. Start to show your age. I'm like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
I bet he does, Tina.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, you need to trim.
I need to trim it up, but I'm not shaving it off. I'm not afraid of I can't say gray hairs. They're white.
They're white.
I know. I'm getting that Santa Claus beard.
You are. Kris Kringle.
No, that's when I had my full red beard. Just Kris Kringle. When he gets older, he's Santa Claus. It's white.
True.
God,
you're at the midlife crisis for Santa
I'm not
Claus.
supposed to know about this Christmas crap. It's bah humbug.
Go, Katie, go.
Get him. Get him. See you later, Katie. Tell Katie we said howdy.
Absolutely. Good night.
Need to get you guys on and talk with you guys again soon.
That was so much fun whenever we do.
Actually, any of you guys want to book on any of the nights? We have Teresa and I will do a Monday night every once in a while.
Yeah.
Or if we can't do a Monday night, somebody can only do like a Thursday or something like that. We'll work it out.
We just can't do Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
But Tuesday nights, we get of course we got Stirring the Pot at 9:00 with me and Jason and Joe. Have a great time. You get better, bring a sense of humor and an open mind and a
And don't let your small children listen.
Yeah, yeah. And tolerance for occasional language, because sometimes I get pissed and it slips. Okay, I'm not pissed to have it slip. I curse like a sailor. I make sailors blush.
True.
I make sailors go, damn, he's got a foul mouth on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It's just words. It's absolutely just words. I have never understood that. I've never ever understood. I have a. I was going to post this today, but I figured I'd get in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh, you probably would.
It's a meme. It says, feeling offended is a fucking choice. The moment you let somebody else's words upset you, you've let somebody else defeat you. And who the fuck wants to lose a battle to an opinion?
Wow.
There are no words.
Yes, Lindsay, they eat lots of nasty things.
Yes, we do. And it's funny. And Michelle Milan just popped in here. She just popped in here, and she keeps teasing me about the Marmite, and I have another jar of it. My niece and her boyfriend,
they want to try it,
and my son's best friend want to try it. We are going to be eating it again. We we'll be doing
when.
Yeah, well, it might be either this weekend or next weekend. We got to get this done. Got to quit talking about either shit or get off the pot, folks.
All right.
Either eat that shit or shut the hell up about it.
I'll stay behind the camera.
Yeah, so we're going to be eating it again, but we are taking suggestions from some of our friends in the UK. We're going to put it on bread, on toast with some cheese, and some other ways they said to eat it.
Different ways that
and then we're going to try to find out some ways that we want to try to eat it our damn selves, and we'll see what happens. So that's just part of the way it's got to be, because, we got to do everything that everybody suggests, and we also got to see what we can tweak it up a little bit too. But my niece also has something she wants us to try. She made pickled
onions.
And she wants me to try pickled onions on peanut butter sandwich. And I said, that's fine, but she's got to eat it too. So does her boyfriend.
We did a peanut butter and onion sandwich. It wasn't my favorite thing, but it was doable. I liked the peanut butter and dill pickle.
She says the same thing about me. It's not my favorite thing, but it's doable.
It's doable.
That's how you survive 32 years of marriage.
Right.
Just don't be your favorite thing. Just be the doable.
What was your favorite thing that we ate that night?
Sure as hell wasn't the peanut butter and bologna.
That was disgusting.
Nor the peanut butter and tomato.
That was. I can't tell which was worse because both of those were slimy.
Peanut butter and banana wasn't bad if you could take it off the bread. The bread made it.
What we just had one piece of bread. We put everything on it. And we folded it over, and then we cut it into fours. And
terrible, Michelle. Terrible. Actually, but the bottom end didn't bother me at all.
And then what happened was, like with the bologna, you had the sticky peanut butter and you would bite and the bologna would slide against itself. It was just disgusting. It was more of a texture thing.
It was.
It really, truly was.
And that was Callie's suggestion.
And then the tomato thing was, I think that was just that one was just flat out disgusting.
Well, it was absolutely disgusting because I hate tomatoes, first off. And second off, tomatoes are nasty and they're slimy. So it became a texture thing for me also. Because it was just terrible.
I like eating tomatoes on a sandwich, but I usually salt them a little bit.
There's nothing.
Peanut butter and bananas on pancakes. I can see doing that.
I'd do that.
Peanut butter and dill pickle was good too.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad at all.
In fact,
I would do that one again.
Here we go. Shameless plug. If you find my YouTube channel, yes, I have my own personal YouTube channel. The video to that is on there. It was me and Teresa, my niece, and my son's buddy that lived with us for a while. My other son,
Alex.
Yeah, our other son, Alex, who was with us. And we because Hunter wouldn't do it. Hunter's like, nope, Hunter ain't doing it. Hunter's not doing that stuff. So, but Alex joined in with us this time. Levi's talking about is going to join in with us. I bet you if I could get Alex over here, he'd join in us again too.
He would.
So,
but he's got a new baby. So,
yep, got a new baby, another one on the way.
Yeah,
I hate pickled beets.
I don't like pickled beets at all.
But see, it's
and Bree put in
a few beets, yeah, just to make it even more nasty.
Yeah, and with the onions,
just to make it even nastier than what it already was.
And they're so bad.
They're terrible.
So bad.
They're absolutely terrible. But yeah, it's something that we will do, and eating challenges and things like that has become more of me and Jason and Joe. Joe's got a care package coming.
Yeah,
to
you
him.
guys eat bugs and nasty crap like that. I don't eat bugs. Tina ate the crickets and stuff up when they.
Yeah. Right now, I have these Larvettes original worm snacks. I have barbecue flavored, cheddar cheese flavored, and Mexican spice. So I still have my bugs here to try. Jason and I has already tried the super worms. The rest of them are on their way for Joe to try.
You guys didn't
Jason
like
and I-
the super worms.
No. And then here's a bag of treats that Jason and I got while we were up in Frankenmuth, Michigan. So we have some things that
And you
are
don't know
going to
everything
happen.
that's in there.
Yeah, I do. I've seen inside the bag. I was with Jason when we split up to send it to Joe. And I saw one of them. And I'm like, oh, hell no. He goes, oh, yeah. Yeah, I snuck about that one. I'm like, you suck.
Yeah, the super worms were gross, Lindsay.
The super worms absolutely went. Jason can't smell that word, but when I opened up the thing, it actually smelled like no, for no better term, spoiled or rotted meat. It was absolutely disgusting. It made me gag. When I opened it up last Tuesday night on the show just to give it a smell and to show off with it, I opened it up and I about threw up. Now, see, fish eyes. I don't think I can do that. We do have some limits on this because I mean we're not going to eat like, hey, I dare you go get a dog turd and some worms. It's not going to happen. It has to be something that people actually eat, and people do eat fish eyes.
You actually are allergic to fish.
Well, yeah, but puke.
But yeah, you will. That's true.
I got a bucket right here. I keep a bucket in the studio. I always have a bucket in here with a liner in it just in case. And so far, not one of us has gotten sick. I came the closest with the pickled pig's feet. And I could not do the clam juice. If you guys missed that one, you can go back on our Facebook pages.
I was going to say the clam juice, you just spit out immediately.
I know, Tina, they eat eyes all over the place. And I've watched Andrew Zimmern. If you guys have not watched him on Food Network, and he was on some other travel channel or something like that before he was on there, he has eaten some things like it. And him and Anthony Bourdain, when he ate that pig's butt, actual rectum.
They just pulled it out. And just kind of like squeegeed it like you would a tooth.
And threw it on the fire.
Toothpaste, to get all the crap out of it.
It was al dente. It was pretty much al dente. And they sit there and start and bite pieces off. And when Anthony Bourdain bit that off, I'm like, oh God, oh no, no. That was one that went beyond. But see,
I don't think I could eat gooey duck either.
No, but I like watching women how they slap it. Perverts.
Well,
whatever turns them on, I guess.
Sheep eyes.
Yeah, it's sheep eyes. There's
a lot of
countries that eat
delicacies.
Yeah. There's places all around the world that eat it. It's like when we were in Frankenmuth, we went to this absolutely amazing German
shop.
Deli. No, the German deli.
The
Kern's.
deli, is that where was that?
Kern's.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing place. Got some great meats and stuff in there. But
the place we rented was right next to it.
Yeah, they had pickled tripe, and I couldn't buy it. I could not even get myself to buy it for me and Jason to try it. And I couldn't buy the head cheese. They actually had head cheese there in the display. And I thought, man, just one slice of it. Me and Jason tried. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just see, Tina, this gets Jason every time I talk about it. Most people too. My great uncle, when we went hunting all the time. My great uncle kept a spoon in his hunting vest. Because when we were hunting, he would get mad at hell if you shot a squirrel and you hit it in the head, because he would actually crack it and cut the top of its head open right there in the woods and take that spoon and dip the brains out and eat it fresh, right body temperature, right there, just right now. Squirrel hit, shoot it, it dropped within 4 minutes tops. He's cracking that skull open, cutting the head open, and spooning that brain out. And then I had one of my dad's brothers, my uncle, that would eat like turtle eggs right out of the turtle. When he's go turtle trapping, if you find one full of eggs, he would, as you're cleaning them.
You guys are freaking nasty.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Lindsay.
And watch Anthony, not Anthony Bourdain, but Zimmern. Andrew Zimmern talking about the eye texture and it popping when you bite into it. I'm like, oh, look, it's gonna be all liquidy and just. So there's going to be things that I'm absolutely not going to try. I guarantee you. Have we stepped up? One of us has stepped up to the plate just without everything we've been given so far. But if you want us to try some of these things, we got some people wanting us to try the Pocky One Chip Challenge. I'm like, send it to us. Send us each one and we'll do it. That easy. If you want us to try it, get it and send it to us. We'll give you our address and you can send it to us and we will try it. That's one of our things. But some of these things people are going to get out of hand with. Like I said, it's got to be something that is edible. We're not just going to go do stupid stuff. I'm not going to eat a dog turd or something like that. That's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. No.
Did you roll out of the litter box?
No, because it's already got crunches on the outside of it and everything. No.
Rice Krispies treat that way.
But That's the way that superworm had that texture. When you bit that chocolate and you hit that superworm because it would have been freeze dried,
Mm-hmm.
it had been boiled and freeze dried. All I tasted at first was the chocolate, and it crunched and it popped in your
I
mouth.
shared in.
Hey, Sheridan, what's happening, cuz? That superworm popped in your mouth like Rice Krispies and a Nestle's Crunch. So eating it that way and thinking, oh man, it's just like eating a Nestle's Crunch because it's the way it felt, the texture of the way it tuned up in your mouth. But when that worm taste hit you, that ain't no fucking Rice Krispie treat. That's not puffed rice, man. That's not Nestle's Crunch.
Michelle, they ate the tarantulas.
Jason and Joe ate the tarantulas.
Yeah. We got them for Jason and Joe.
Yeah. What's going on, Michelle? Jason and Joe got those. And Joe barely got it out of the package because he's absolutely terrified of spiders. Jason don't like them either, but Joe's even a little bit worse, I think.
Joe has a true phobia. He just doesn't like him. He's got a phobia about him. What was the funniest thing, Michelle?
I'll go back on our YouTube channel and see if I can't find that clip and send you the link to that so you can watch it.
Yeah, because what was funny is
Sheridan, I've got an idea about possibly talking to you about doing a show.
That Joe couldn't see Jason on the video that night for whatever reason. So Joe's scared to death anyway. And I think he's afraid that the spider was still alive or something. So he had like pliers and scissors trying to open up the bag. And Jason would go, oh my gosh. And Joe would drop everything and squeal. It was so funny.
I will find the link to that. It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's on LEP Productions YouTube channel. So I will definitely go back and find the link and I'll send it to you when I do. But it was absolutely hysterical. And Joe finally did, with all of his fears, able to get a leg off and eat a leg.
I was so proud of him. I couldn't have done it.
Jason,
I could not have done it.
Jason said, oh, what the hell, being the bad son of a buck he is, and threw the whole spider in his mouth and just crunched down on that sumbitch and ate it. And I'm like, not happening, dude. I was out of that one. I didn't run my mouth and I didn't get one. So yeah, grasshoppers and crickets. Crickets are the wings, the wing and the wing texture thing on their back or whatever, and the legs. They get that papery.
Y'all are nasty.
They get stuck in your teeth, and that papery wingy like thing gets stuck in the back of your throat. It's like it's like a cat trying to get a hairball. What? You married me.
I know.
Oh, come on.
Spiders is a no-no. Hi, Tina.
Hey, Tina, what's happening? You can do a spider one time. I'm not going to, but you can. But
like I said, Joe has a true phobia of them, and he was flipping out. And they were in a bag,
just like the scorpion bag,
just like the scorpions, where it's like sealed, a Ziploc sealed bag.
Well,
and inside of that
is another baggie.
Was the container.
No,
and then the baggie was inside the container. There was a baggie inside the container. Yeah,
you're right.
So basically, they took the tarantula.
Yeah, that's. I still got my prize for that. Chocolate covered scorpions. We ate those that night.
They put the tarantula in a small baggie, freeze dried it. Then they put that in a small container, a plastic container with a lid. They put that into the bag and we did the Ziploc and sealed it.
Well, they're boiled first, then freeze dried.
Right.
Then,
That's right. You did, Sheridan.
It was a long time ago.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it was a good time though in doing these things, and
I
we
cannot
enjoy
wait,
it.
Michelle. I am so stoked about it.
I know we haven't really. They haven't said anything about us being able to say anything about that yet, so we're kind of. I can't wait to start talking about it more. Have I ever had snake? Yes, I've had rattlesnake, and it was delicious.
I've never had snake. I had gator.
It was cooked very nicely. It was like in a garlic butter with some parsley on it, and they gave us like a little swedge of lemon to squeeze over top of it, and it was absolutely delicious.
I had the gator, and it tasted like chicken.
Well, it's because
it was cooked like chicken nuggets. So
yeah, it's cooked just like chicken nuggets. They took
they
took little chunks of tail and bread it up and deep fried it just like you would a chicken nuggets. Of course, it tastes like chicken.
We took it over to some friend's house that had a set of twins, and they wanted to eat the alligator. The alligator.
Those girls are like mid-20s, late 20s now.
I know.
God dang, we're getting old.
I know you are.
See all this white in my beard?
Yeah, y'all, that's not gray.
And you know what kills me? You know what absolutely pisses me off about it? When I
What?
first started getting some gray and actually whitening in my hair and my beard and stuff, I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting old. I need to shave that off. And everybody's like, oh no, that looks distinguished on you, gentlemen. Guys look distinguished with that on there. And
When they get the salt and pepper,
yeah,
but now you're getting more salt than cayenne pepper.
there's some hair up here, some salt and pepper up here.
It's cayenne pepper, honey.
So I eat pig's esophagus tacos. Oh my god, now I gotta eat something with it. I've never tried that.
Oh, Michelle, my stomach just rolled.
I have never tried that. See, but that's getting into the awfuls, and I have a major phobia of the awfuls.
Yeah.
I do. I'm all about the meat, but you start talking about the intestines and it's like that pickled tripe. I couldn't even buy it. It looked like little white tubes
Look like
of
tapeworms or something.
yeah worms or
Flatworms.
something in there, and I'm just like no, can't do it. So. And when you get into the offals and that stuff like that, man, gizzards and livers and all that shit. Nope. Tastes like chicharrones. So kind of like pork rinds.
Pork rinds. I like pork rinds.
I like pork rinds. And that's skin. That's the skin and fat that's puffed up, and deep fried. They're cracklings when you're cooking.
Cracklings. So
Mama D's back.
Mama D's in the house.
Mama D's, because we're still here. We haven't shut the fuck up yet.
Which, if you don't get to bed soon, old man, you're gonna be hard to wake up in the morning.
I like to wake up hard.
No.
Yes. Oh well, at least you touched it. But yeah, it's. I have an absolute phobia of eating the tripes.
Yeah.
I've not been able to get that out of my head. And so I couldn't do the head cheese. I wanted so badly to buy just a slice of it and see if I could just buy just a little bit, but I couldn't do it.
That's like the entrails and
No, that's the head cheeses. They boil.
No, I'm talking about the offals.
Yeah, offals is anything that's not meat. It's the intestines. It's the brains. It's
No, he doesn't, Sheridan.
the noses.
She says you don't know how to stop talking.
She should talk. She's one for running her damn mouth too.
I know.
You can kiss my ass, cuz.
Good night, Michelle. Sweet dreams.
See you later, Michelle. Can't wait to talk more about that. We need to get you booked on here sometime too. Get together.
Oh, yes.
Like I said, you guys get a hold of us. We can book a Sunday night with Paranormal Mysteries. We have Monday nights if we can. Teresa and I can come on whenever you guys get a chance to and stuff, and we can work something out maybe on a Thursday night if need be. Tuesday nights, of course, never forget to get on there with Stirring the Pot. Kevin joins in the chat room. It's always a good time with Jason and Joe and myself. Thank God those two allow me to join along with them because they're hysterical as shit and they keep me entertained, and I love it.
The three of you are hysterical.
And then you get Wednesday nights, of course, now that the girls went back to the TNT show, the Tina and Teresa on LEP Productions, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels. You can join them all there. Plus, you can find them on some of their Facebook channels. But with the TNT show, last week they did free readings, did big gallery reading style. I don't know what they'll be doing this week. Maybe they're doing, but they're talking about
we're not doing readings this week.
Yeah, but you got to talk about doing
like every other week.
About every other week, they'll be doing readings and things. So you get in there and talk with them there, and maybe they can help you get some contact and some closure with some things, and or just some satisfaction for getting to have that communication. So, never head cheese. Smegma.
Mama D, you're nasty. Mama D, we can schedule you on another show.
Absolutely, Mama D. You always can welcome.
You're welcome on any of our shows.
Anytime.
I don't know that you want to go on with the boys, but
look at it, Sheridan Barrett and Sheridan. No. That's we're getting ready to have a family spat right here on public. They just laugh at us when we are.
Yes.
Well, we get too much dirt on each other to get too public with it.
That's true.
Actually, I don't have any dirt because I don't give a shit.
It's still dirt.
No, it ain't. Not if I don't care.
Just because you don't care doesn't mean it's not dirt.
For it to be dirt means it's something that you're ashamed of and have to hide and things like that.
It's just something that you did.
Well, fuck, I did it. That's why should I be ashamed of it?
Didn't say you were ashamed of it.
Then it's not dirt. It's
Yes,
like having skeletons in my closet. I don't have any skeletons in my closet. I'd let all the little bastards free. Take a hike.
They run amok.
Yeah. Take a hike, you little assholes. Have some fun with me. It's a good thing about having multiple personalities. I don't know which one to blame it on.
That's true.
It's one of the other 12 psychos stuck in his head. With that said, are you about done for the night?
That's why
Oh shit! No, she's not. Round 2.
I just realized
Oh my god! Here
why I
we go.
like to watch one of my favorite TikTokers,
TikTokers.
bar none, because
Why?
he has the different personalities, just like you, and I'm used to it.
Oh yes. Well, you are addicted to TikTok.
I am. I was so stressed when they said they were going to ban it because I had thought, okay, when I have my knee surgery, that's how I'm going to get through. And then they said that I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. But
Sheridan,
I usually just watch it at night.
Sheridan, you've been telling me that you want to go on a paranormal adventure with us for a long time now. I tell you what, we have some place over in Winchester, Indiana that I can possibly get us into quite easily. And if I can get something set up, you need to let me know when you get some available time in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Not Halloween week night, but the following weekend, maybe. See if we can't get something worked out. You need to let me know what evenings you got free and when you're able to get up and stay up late. Because, can't get up the next morning if you stay up a little late investigating. We'll get something worked out, man.
We will.
That split personality runs in the family.
Mama D, we'll get you on with me and Tina.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. So you just give me some time. Get in touch. We'll get this worked out.
Do it.
We'll get this worked out, Sheridan. And we'll have some fun. I'm free. We know that. That's right. I'm cheap too.
We know that.
I'm cheap and easy.
We know that too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that in my book. But yeah, we'll get that definitely worked out, Bob. That's got to happen. That's going to happen. I got to cross the border first.
I know.
So does Teresa. She's got to come up y'all's way.
Yeah, I'll come up there, and then you can come over to where Tina's at, and then we'll investigate in that area.
Hell yes. And I won't go. I'll let it be a girls' weekend.
Okay.
Seriously, you need when you get your passport and get everything ready, and when the borders open up, and once Tina gets to go see Bob 5 or 6 times because they got some relief to get.
I know.
They got to get some things worked out.
She hasn't seen him in a year almost.
But once they get things worked out and just get some free time, you need to take your happy ass up there.
Tina.
Night, Tina. Thanks for joining us. You need to take your happy ass up there for a girls' weekend. Just you and the girls and stuff. I'll be fine. I won't get killed. I always say I might cut something.
I'll drop you off at Jason's.
Huh, that can work too.
That's what I'll do. I'll drop you off at Jason's.
That could work.
Yeah. Unless you.
Why does everybody think they always have to have a babysitter?
Well,
Have you seen the dumb shit that you do? I have, absolutely. I was there for every second of it.
Yes.
So.
Well, let's get off of here. They've heard us ramble enough.
Let that kind of get off. Ow! She hit me again. Don't hit me. I'm a married man. Quit hitting on me. I'm happily married. As I put in happily.
I know. Smart man.
I slum dumb, not plumb dumb.
Matter of opinion. Hey, I whistled.
Yeah, but she had to suck in to do it.
Yeah, I did. Mama D says I might be saying that Jason needs the babysitter.
Hell no. Let me and Jay, you guys go up there. You go up there for girls' weekend, and me and Jason plan the trip that same weekend. We'll go someplace different. Yeah. Be several states and a couple of countries away from each other. Oh. Yes. Hall pass. I'll send you with a hall pass. With that said, we're going to get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for letting us know that people still want to hear what we got to say every once in a while.
Love you too. I know. It makes
Love
us
you
feel
too,
good.
cuz. So, and we've missed you guys. I have. I'm going to get something started up again on Monday nights, one way or another. We want to figure out something. We threw some
every other.
Yeah, we threw something at the wall and it didn't kind of stick with the Ask Us. People were just asking us questions. So, there's no point in having a show about giving advice if nobody gives us any questions to answer. So all they did was ask about the stupidity that we did. That's hell, I can talk about myself anytime. We want to help you guys with yours. Oh, here we go. So with that said, we're going to get the hell out of here. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. And she's been a pain in my ass. So I hope she rolls me over.
Woohoo. Good night.